everyone, it's Ellie. Welcome back to my channel. Today is part 2 of the Essie Gel Couture review. This is focusing on the wear test. So I did wear this polish for 14 days and I'm pleased to say that it wore like iron on me. I would highly recommend this polish if you're looking for a long-lasting manicure. So today I'm going to be showing you how it looks today on day 14 and also some progress pictures along the way, how I did my daily maintenance to keep this polish looking its best, and how it removed. So here is how it looks at day 14. So it looks really great. There is some tip wear, but not excessively, and that shine is still really incredible despite this being 2 weeks old. The most noticeable thing that I can see is how much my nails have grown out. You can really see down around the bottoms of my cuticles that my nails have grown out. And look here, there's not too much tip wear, just a little bit. I made sure I wrapped my tips really well on application, so I think that that did help a lot. But I was really impressed with how well this wore, especially around my tips. And I just wanted to clarify with you all that I am left-handed, so this is my dominant hand that I'm showing you. My right hand wore even a little bit better than this, but that's why I'm sticking with my left because it is my dominant. I also do a lot of typing at my job, so I'm on the computer all day long at work and at home a lot of the time. And I did wear gloves to wash dishes and do any kind of housework. So I certainly wasn't taking it easy on my nails. I was just going about life like I always do. And the reason I chose such a dark color for the wear test is because dark colors are very unforgiving. So they show any little chip or ding, basically any imperfection is going to really show up best on a dark color. So that's why I picked this. And my daily maintenance for this manicure was really basic. I just used some cuticle oil and applied it around my cuticles, over the nail plate, and also underneath the free edge of my nails every day. Made sure to rub it in really well and let it get really well moisturized. I think that having good oil on your nails a lot not only makes your cuticles look better, but it kind of helps moisturize that polish, moisturize the nail plate so that it's not as likely to chip. As you can see, I didn't get any chips on this manicure, so I think that this daily routine does have something to do with that. I always make sure to oil up the back sides of my nails too, because those can get just as dry as the front areas of your hands. And having extra moisture around the tip can also prevent tip wear. So after applying the oil, I like to use my cuticle tool and push my cuticles back. So I made this my routine. I do this every night, whether or not I'm doing a wear test. It's just a good habit to get into. But it really keeps your nails looking very tidy and neat and keeps your cuticles from getting grown back. Especially when you're doing a long wear test like this, it's really important to keep your cuticles in check. Dry and overgrown cuticles is the biggest way to tell a manicure is on its way out. Depending on your own nails and your body chemistry, you may not need to do this every day, but for me, it's just a nice habit I like to do. A little bit of self-indulgence at the end of a long day. It makes me feel good and makes my hands look better. So one thing I really want to point out is that wear time may not be the same on everybody. Body chemistry, daily habits, how hard you are on your nails, all of those things can affect your wear time. So keep that in mind. Despite me getting a full 2 weeks of great wear, you may not get the same mileage. So do keep that in mind. So now I wanted to show you how this polish removes. So I'm using my regular nail polish remover from Sally Beauty. This one does have acetone in it, but it's not straight acetone. And I'm going to use a cotton ball here just so you can kind of see what I'm doing a little bit better than if I was using my nail. So I like to kind of put it on and let it sit and let that acetone start to do its job. Then I make little circles and kind of just work the cotton ball up down the sides of the nails and towards the tip. And to my surprise, I was so happy at how easy this came off. I thought for sure it would be a little bit difficult and I might need to break out the straight acetone, but this acetone-based nail polish remover did the trick. Hopefully you can see how easily it's coming off. I'm not rubbing very hard at all. I'm just letting the remover do the work and giving it nice little back and forth motions, flipping my nail over to get the free edge there where I have a little bit of product left over from wrapping my tips. And again, I was pleasantly surprised that I didn't have any staining. So I was so happy with that. This is such a dark, rich color, so I kind of expected to have some staining, especially given how long I wore it, but it looks perfectly fine. Okay, so now for some pictures. I wanted to kind of refresh in your mind what it looked like on day one, just so you can have a little bit of a comparison against how it looks today. But on day one, it was so shiny and thick and squishy looking. It really had that gel-like appearance, and the shine was incredible. So kind of as a close-up on just 3 of my nails on day one, I wanted to show you that I did get right down to the cuticle. I did do some good cleanup work before I put my top coat on, but this really stands out and shows how much my nails grew over the 2-week period, because you can kind of see, compared this to how it looks today, that they did grow a lot and this polish didn't budge. All right, day 7. So on the bottom picture, you can just see a tiny bit of tip wear, but it's hardly noticeable at all. And on the top picture, you can see mostly on my middle finger there where the free edge of my nail is just starting to peek through, but it still has that thickness and that gel-like appearance, and the shine is really great. There are hardly any scratches on the surface of the polish, and it looks really great on day 7. In fact, that's why I waited until day 7 to do an update picture, because it hadn't changed. Alright, on day 9 you can start to see a little bit more scratching in the surface of the polish, but it doesn't detract from the shine at all. There's also a little bit more tip wear up around the free edge of my nails, but not very much. And you can also see that it's starting to look a little bit less thick, but still shiny. On day 11, I really started to notice that my nails were growing out a little bit. I also noticed a little bit more tip wear, not only on my middle finger, but on my pointer and ring finger as well. I didn't really have that much tip wear on my thumb. The scratches on the surface are starting to get a little bit more noticeable and starting to impact the shine. You can see that the shine is not really showing up in a straight line. It's kind of jagged looking on the reflection. But that's a normal side effect of what happens when your polish starts wearing down. It doesn't always wear down completely evenly. So at the beginning, I wasn't sure how long I would actually get to wear this polish for, but on day 11, I realized that I really could have this last for 14 days and still look really great. Okay, here it is, day 14, and I'm really thrilled with how this came out. I think that this is incredible wear, very comparable to a gel for me. I've worn a gel for 2 weeks before, and it wears a lot like this. But it's amazing that you don't have to soak it off and go through the curing process, and it applies a lot like regular polish, just a little bit thicker. So I haven't tried any other similar gel-like polishes, like from China Glaze or OPI, so I really can't compare it to those. But compared to a standard polish, this is awesome wear, and I'm really happy with the results. So just to remind everybody, even though it wore amazingly well on me, everyone is different. Body chemistry, how hard you are on your hands, what you do for a living, all of those things can really make a difference in how your polish lasts. So do keep that in mind. So at the end of the day, do I recommend this polish line? Absolutely. I got a great result out of this. I'm not sure if I'll pick up any more colors. I generally like to change up my nail polish a lot more often than every 2 weeks, just because I get bored and I like to try new things. But I would absolutely recommend this if you're looking for a long-wearing gel-like polish. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video and going on a little bit of a wear test journey with me. Make sure to subscribe so you can see lots more videos like this. And I am on social media. I'm on Instagram and Twitter at peptalkdaily. So thanks again. Have a wonderful day. Bye.